We bring you the latest edition of MPC News with me, Arthur Chokoto, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Tauson Kamalata. Our top stories. The new Patamanga bridge in Neno has been officially opened with a renewed government commitment towards ensuring good road connectivity across the country. Government describes an increase of certified products on the market as a step towards building competitiveness for international trade. And in sports, Netball Association of Malawi, NAM, calls on FDH Bank to reconsider its decision to suspend all sports-related sponsorships. Glad you could join us. The new Patamanga bridge in Neno has been officially opened. Speaking when commissioning the bridge, Minister of Transport Japi Muhango reiterated government's commitment of ensuring good road connectivity across the country. Kumbukani Piri has the details.
The Minister of Transport Japi Muhango started by inspecting the reconstructed bridge, which was destroyed in 2019 by Cyclone Idai. He was visibly impressed with the engineering masterpiece. Muhango said the construction of the bridge will facilitate the movement of people and goods, as well as aid in the soon-to-be constructed Patamanga hydropower plant.
A very important occasion for us as a government, as a ministry, that today we've been able to commission Patamanga bridge. This is a better bridge that government has constructed for two purposes. One is to provide connectivity to our people here that have suffered for the last 6 years. For them to move from here to Blantyre and vice versa has been very difficult, very challenging. As such, it's been very costly for them to move both people as well as goods. Government will be building a new power generation dam here, just behind here. You should be mindful that as a country, currently we're generating far below what the country requires in terms of energy needs. So government has decided that it is now time for us to have another dam that would provide over 300 megawatts of electricity into the grid. That is going to deal with the persistent blackouts that we are experiencing as a country. So this is the second reason why this bridge is very important, because we would not have, we can't put up a dam here without this connection. Very, very vital. So
the bridge has been constructed by the Malawi Defence Force, MDF, who are experts in the construction of Bailey bridges. And commanding officer for the Engineers Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Dennis Sikelo, said they managed to do the installation of the Bailey Bridge within 21 days, surpassing the stipulated 3 months deadline.
This bridge has been a wonderful experience to me and my personnel, in that we had the metal parts from EDF, Electricité de France, who are contracted by the World Bank to construct a dam here. So they gave us new parts, which made the experience very wonderful, because the work was not that difficult for us to accomplish. It was challenging, but we did it earlier than anticipated. The bridge itself took 21 days, but the whole project with the road took less than 2 months, although it was supposed to take 3 months.
On her part, Director of Maintenance at the Roads Authority, Engineer Flora Hawia, said government had started the maintenance works, but the project stalled due to lack of funding. She has since held the assistance from the Patamanga hydropower project, which enabled the construction of the bridge to be completed.
We mobilized ourselves to start constructing the bridge, but the challenge that we had was that we could not source enough belly parts to relaunch the bridge. So we just started with the preparatory works, and then in the course of the works, the Patamanga Hydro project promised to procure the belly parts for us using the MDF. Suffice to say that we use the MDF to launch the bridge because of the expertise that they have for launching berry bridges. Thank you.
It's been 6 years since the Patamanga Bridge was destroyed by fierce waters. Now today we're seeing the commissioning of the new Patamanga Bridge, a masterpiece that has been constructed by the MDF. I must mention two important things that are going to take place with this bridge. First of all, it will facilitate movement of people and goods between Neno and Blantyre districts. But secondly, there's a construction of the Patamanga power plant which will be taking off very soon right beside me. This bridge will facilitate the movement of construction goods for that project. I must mention also there's a lot of euphoria from people around this area who've been anticipating for the construction of this bridge because it was very difficult for them to move themselves and their goods. Reporting for MBC News in Neno, I'm Kumbukani Piri.
In another development, Bakili Muluzi International Airport will be undergoing rehabilitation with plans to erect a perimeter fence and expanding the runway. Expanding the runway. Speaking in Blantyre after visiting the airport, Minister of Transport and Public Works, Japi Mhango, said the rehabilitation is part of government's plans to rehabilitate airports in the country. We have a report by Geoffrey Jinawa.
According to Muhango, such developments will elevate the status of the airport to international standards and in turn boost business. The minister said the Democratic Progressive Party DPP-led administration will continue implementing several developments in transport industry ranging from the rail, marine, air and road.
So, yes, some works have been done, but we still have a long way to go. What is this long way to go? One, our firefighting engines have got problems, so there's only one that is currently up and running. That is a problem that we need to address. Secondly, that the airport is not secure. We don't have a perimeter fence. That exposes the airport to vandalism and other illegal things happening around. Obviously, the runway is also not as wide as we would probably have expected. So there will be need for us to expand the runway so that it conforms to the required standards. We are informed that for a runway to be standard, it must be 45 meters wide. Ours is about 30, so there's need to expand it. Meaning that if it means at 30, it cannot attract much bigger crafts landing in this country. So these are some of the things that we need to address going forward. I'm happy that the ADL has done a number of things to facelift the airport. We have got now brand new scanners that have been installed at this facility, among other several improvements that the airport has currently been that has got undertaken at this particular facility. That means even something bigger than a 737 should be able to land comfortably and navigate. So yes, some work's done, but we need to do much more to take this airport to an international airport worth its name.
The Airport Development Limited, ADL, has already refurbished the VIP lounge at Bakili Muluzi International Airport in Blantyre as part of their ongoing upgrading works. Geoffrey Shinawa, MBC News, Blantyre.
Minister of Gender, Children, Disability and Social Welfare, Mary Navicha, has described the launch of the Women Executive Leadership Program by the Malawi School of Government as a strategic intervention aimed at addressing gaps that women in leadership positions face. Navicha said this in Lilongwe during the launch of the program. She reaffirmed her ministry's commitment to ensuring that women in the civil service are empowered and fully capacitated to perform effectively and thrive. British Mwabe reports.
The program, which targets mid-career and top female leaders in government institutions, seeks to strengthen their leadership capacity, build strategic decision-making skills, and create a strong pipeline of women aspiring to hold high positions in public service. According to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Disability Welfare, despite progress made, women remain underrepresented and continue to face systematic challenges that affect their output. Speaking during the launch, Minister of Gender Mary Navicha said there is need to bridge the leadership gap by ensuring women in top positions are equipped with skills and capacity to respond to challenges they face in governance spaces. Navicha said the program provides a powerful platform that will impart relevant skills and knowledge critical in strengthening public institutions and advancing the country's development agenda.
Women that have gathered here are not just women, they are leaders. Leaders that sit on the decision-making tables, leaders that makes decisions, tough decisions in government, leaders that promotes government policies, ensuring that government is addressing the issues that are affecting Malawians. So I'm happy as Minister of Gender to see these women learning and being equipped with more skills.
On his part, Director General of the Malawi School of Government, Professor Louis Dzimbiri, said the aim is to strengthen female leaders and ensure they are making clear strategic decisions that are results-driven and performance-oriented.
We really need to ask ourselves, is it a matter of just filling positions and sitting on an office, or is it about results? So that part was neglected. And that's why there has been an attempt to have this program to strengthen these leaders, the few we have, to ensure that they are strategically making decisions.
On her part, United Nations Development Programme Country Representative Fenella Frost said the program is key to expanding women's leadership capacity, adding that there is need to move beyond increasing numbers and ensure women are fully equipped to thrive. Christina Simbi is the program analyst for governance at UNDP.
The end goal is to ensure that at the end of the day, we have a well-performing public service. We are particularly interested to ensure that we strengthen the capacities even in the decentralized levels, because these are the closest points of service delivery to the people.
UNDP has committed $40 million to support the program. Beatrice Mwape, MBC News, Lilongwe.
The Ministry of Industrialization, Business and Trade has described an increase in certified products on the market as a step towards building competitiveness for international trade. Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Industrialization, Business and Trade, Wiskes Nkombezi, said this when the Malawi Bureau of Standards awarded quality assurance certificates to local companies. Nkombezi expressed hope that an increase in the number of certified products will help boost a market share on both local as well as the export market. Details in this report.
The awarding of the quality assurance certificates is an ongoing exercise the Malawi Bureau of Standards conducts to enforce standards, build consumer confidence, but also enhance product competitiveness. Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Industrialization, Business and Trade, Wiskes Nkombezi, believes this is a gateway to promoting Malawi's participation in international trade.
When you have products that are certified, you know that they will be on the supermarket shelf. They can also break into international markets. So that means we are increasing our range of products that we can both trade domestically and we can also export.
And Malawi Bureau of Standards Director General Simon Mandala observes that an increase in the number of newly certified companies is a step in the right direction. Mandala has also pledged to continue building the Bureau's capacity to ensure Malawian quality standards are recognized globally.
I'll give the example of the $1 million equipment that we bought. It's an equipment that, first of all, there was a need because some consignment of some products like sesame was returned to the country. And yet that is a high-value crop that Malawi has been sending to Japan. And we thought it was necessary to invest in this, and therefore it's not only dealing with sesame, we are also dealing with the other, value chains.
Among the 750 companies that have been certified, nearly a quarter, which is approximately 150 companies, are small and medium enterprises. Trust Office, MBC News, Lilongwe.
This is MBC News with me, Arthur Chokoto, alongside Tasson Kabalata. A reminder of our top stories. The new Patamanga bridge in Nkhani has been officially opened with a renewed government commitment towards ensuring good road connectivity across the country. Government describes an increase of certified products on the market as a step towards building competitiveness for international trade. And in sports, Netball Association of Malawi, NAM, calls on FDH Bank to reconsider its decision to suspend all sports-related sponsorships. Welcome back. High rejection rate of tobacco continues to affect the performance of the tobacco marketing season. A visit to Kanengo auction floors in Lilongwe established that out of 107 bales of tobacco presented for sale, only 3 were sold, while 104 were rejected. Isaac Jali reports.
Second week into the tobacco marketing season, Malawi has realized $4.8 million, much less than the $9.4 million which the country generated during the same period last year. On Monday, the highest price offered was $3.10 per kilogram, while the minimum price was $1.20 per kilogram. And farmers were visibly not amused with the prices and the increasing rejection rate. One farmer from Dowa district, George Betenia, singled out JTI as the only buying company which is offering fair prices among all the 8 buying companies and called on authorities to intervene.
At least JTI is offering fair prices. It understands the challenges we face, including the production cost of tobacco. So we urge authorities to help us realize better prices than what we are fetching now.
Commenting on the market performance, Tobacco Commission Public Relations Officer Teleforas Chigwenembe attributed the challenge to oversupply, which has also dampened the prices and pushed the rejection rate to between 96 to 100%, as most buying companies still have huge carryover stocks from last year. However, Chigwenembe said the situation may improve if more buying companies join the market.
This year's tobacco marketing season is going on very well. When we look at the fact that daily trading is going on smoothly without a lot of hitches. However, we are very much concerned that most of the auction tobacco is not being bought, is being rejected. We are talking of daily rate of maybe 98%. For example, today, here in Lilongwe, 97% of auction tobacco hasn't been bought. When we met the tobacco buying companies, one thing came out so prominently, that most of them bought more tobacco last year, more tobacco than they needed. So they have carryover stocks. Now they are afraid that if they buy more this year, then they will have stocks that they cannot sell to their customers. So what we're looking at is the possibility of getting more buyers, getting more buying companies, so that most of the auction tobacco is bought.
Meanwhile, global tobacco production has exceeded demand, and Malawi is no exception, having produced 197 million kilograms against a demand of 170 million kilograms of tobacco. Isaac Jali, MBC, Lilongwe.
District Commissioner for Mangochi, Rodney Simwaka, has described the local revenue collection enhancement strategic plan that the district is implementing as crucial in achieving development aspirations at community and district level. In the 2026-2027 fiscal year, Mangochi District Council plans to generate about 572 million kwacha in local revenue. Sotin Dazi has compiled this report, read by Owen Mavula.
As part of responding to calls for local councils to put in place viable means that can help enhance local revenue collection, Mangochi District Council is set to roll out its local revenue enhancement strategic plan. District Commissioner Rodney Simwaka has told MBC that the document will help provide guidance in the operation of the local council to improve public service delivery. According to the district commissioner, the council developed the local revenue collection enhancement strategic plan to explore other avenues and mechanisms of enhancing revenue generation.
Budget this year was jumped from 289 million to 572 million. That's what we're supposed to collect this financial year, the new financial year. And that requires that we operationalize this system fully. So we automate the system and go and cover all markets that are available in the district.
Reacting to the Development Programs Officer for National Initiative for Civic Education in Mangochi, Joseph Chamambala, said the move is a good step to the right direction.
The district council will be able to collect large sums of money or substantial amount of money which would enhance service delivery in our district, and therefore people of Mangochi will be satisfied with the revenue collection that the council will be collecting, and at the same time the service delivery that will be done by the council.
In 2025-2026 financial year, Mangochi District Council managed to generate about 289 million kwacha, while in the 2026-2027 financial year, the council is expected to generate about 572 million kwacha.
The Mzuzu Women's Training Group is awaiting feedback after submitting samples of its locally made organic fertilizer for laboratory testing. The group submitted the samples to Lunyangwa Research Station. Meklina Chira has compiled this report.
According to Kalua, 8 bags of the group's organic fertilizer were applied on the field. She said they decided to try on manure because the chemical fertilizer is expensive and she expects a bumper yield this year.
Every time I used chemical fertilizer, I never got a bumper harvest because it was too expensive. But with this organic manure, the yield is massive.
Beyond boosting harvests, the women are using farming as a tool for economic empowerment and to fight stigma linked to HIV. To improve their product, the group sent samples to Lunyangwa Research Station to test nutrient levels. When contacted, officials at Lunyangwa Research Station confirmed they have not yet provided the results, saying the samples were still under analysis. Meklina Chirwa, MBC News, Mzuzu.
In sports, the Netball Association of Malawi NAM has appealed to FDH Bank to reconsider its decision to suspend all sports-related sponsorships following the failed launch of the FDH Premiership last weekend. Speaking to MBC, NAM President Vitumbiko Kubuduza said the move could negatively affect preparations for the Malawi Queens and disrupt development programs. She said most national team players depend on the 1.2 billion kwacha FDH Bank Netball Premiership to remain active and competitive ahead of the Commonwealth Games. Gubuduza explains.
We have received the press release from FDH with deep concern and lots of anxiety. It's undeniable that FDH Bank has invested significantly in Malawian sport over the years, and we sincerely hope that their strong commitment to the sector does not end with this development. As NAM, we will proactively reach out to FDH to engage constructively in the coming week and seek a resolution that safeguards the continued growth and stability of Netball in Malawi, and how best we can also support and safeguard the FDH brand image. I think that probably what has happened is a lesson for all of us on how best we manage our sponsor's brand. We will also reach out to FAM, Sulom, and the ministry too, if possible and where appropriate, just to support the initiatives that are currently underway to make sure that FDH Bank comes back.
Well, that item also concludes this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories before we leave. The new Patamanga bridge in Neno has been officially opened with a renewed government commitment towards ensuring good road connectivity across the country. Government describes an increase of certified products on the market as a step towards building competitiveness for international trade. And in sports, Netball Association of Malawi, NAM, calls on FDH Bank to reconsider its decision to suspend all sports-related sponsorships. You can keep up to date with our news coverage on all our digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. You are with me, Arthur Chokoto, alongside our language interpreter tonight, Taoson Kamalata. From the entire team, it's thanks for watching and bye for now.
Good evening and welcome. It's time for weather.